montage videos, tier lists, history, and now music discussion, baby. I'm all over the place, nobody can stop me. The direction I go with this channel isn't really important as long as I make what I want and get to edit in shit like this too. Check it out. But I was doing some thinking, just reminiscing on games that have stuck with me and why. Doom for its high octane and explosive energy where I poured hours of my life into nightmare mode because I hate myself and want to die. Then there's Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne for their atmospheres of decay and isolation where no matter how many times I play each one, the feeling of never belonging is always there. From a hero who has nothing left to save and a hunter so very far from home. To Monster Hunter, which, I mean, as this. Skip it up. So I started asking the question, why do I love these games so much? The gameplay is a bit choppy in some, or repetitive in others, but I always seem to be dragged into their world so easily that I just end up overlooking these things. And the reason why is because it always comes down to the music. Mick Gordon's adrenaline-pumping soundtrack that makes me just see red everywhere even after the game isn't on. Dark Souls 3 and the orchestra behind it, where you never feel like a triumphant hero to this story. Instead, you're more like a means to an end, simply here to ease the ending of these fading legends. And then Monster Hunter, which, monkey. But we aren't here to celebrate the soundtracks of all these games. Instead, this all ended with the conclusion that one game simply has everything I could ever want in a soundtrack. The range of emotions that these instruments can make you feel is incredible, and it helps remind me why I will forever treasure this game till the day that I die. Or unless I make a third one. Of course, to no one's surprise, I'm talking about Mario Galaxy. But first, let's talk about the man behind the music. Mahito Yokota is a sound director and composer over at Nintendo. Graduating out of Tokyo's College of Music, he worked on some projects over at Koei. They make games.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute. Is that fucking Kiryu? After working with Koei, he was later hired at Nintendo, where he helped compose the soundtracks for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and Twilight Princess. But after he finished with those games, he was then assigned to assist Koji Konda in the making of Galaxy's original soundtrack. He pestered Miyamoto to let him use an orchestra. He was turned down, of course, because those things cost money!
Hold on.
But eventually Miyamoto gives in and lets him go at it. He tried following the formula of other Mario soundtracks, that classic gamey feel, and he wasn't happy with any of it, and almost quit because of this. But Konda and Zelda's main composer, Masafumi Kawamura, convinced him to take it on in a new approach, and something beautiful came out of that. Mario games usually do a really good job of perfectly capturing what's going on with music. Delfino Plaza? Yep, I'm Delph-feeling the vibes. Dire Docks? Yep, I'm docking. But Galaxy has such a unique interaction with its world that it almost feels wrong to listen to some songs in the soundtrack by themselves, because the game and music work together so seamlessly. Let's take Dino Piranha for example. By itself, it's energetic, groovy, but it's missing something. It isn't really complete without the god-awful screeching coming from the dino plant itself, even speeding up to match this stupid idiot baby's temper. And Look at the final fight with Bowser, like Jesus Christ. We already finished talking about Dark Souls. Funny Penguin Ocean Land, get those tambourines shaking, baby. Ooh, the drums. Haunted Mansion, what do? You get a waltz of strings and wind instruments, along with actual sounds of wind, because fuck you, this game is good. Stupid kitty baby bullshit land, get the OG theme in here, baby.
I really don't care that you're a baby. I'll snap your neck like a twig. What?
Though, the real reason I wanted to talk about the soundtrack is not only because of its competence as a game soundtrack, but its competence as music alone. Of course, we're gonna have to talk about Gusty Garden Galaxy. The Gusty Garden Galaxy theme is probably considered to be the crowning musical achievement of this game. And I mean, I like it, I really like it, it's just not my favorite. But its ability to inspire awe, excitement, and even matching the slower, calmer flying sections of the galaxy with more isolated parts before exploding into a crescendo. God damn, this is a good game. This game captures that excitement in almost every single one of their galaxies. Except this one. But the real magic is in the slower parts. If you guys have seen my SOAD tier video, I mean, you know I'm a sucker for slower music, and Galaxy has a perfect list to choose from. To the Gateway's music box feel, creating that divide between the funny wahoo, let's go, man, and the true amazement that is space is remarkable. And Space Junk Galaxy's way of making you feel so small in such a vast, expanding universe, yet comforting, as you totally don't fall trying to speedrun this galaxy. God damn, I suck! But there's one song where the idea for this video even came from. I don't really know how to put this, but I mean, I'll admit it, I cried while making this part of the video.
You cry like a bitch!
Because I had to listen to these songs for reference, and I don't know. In the context of the game, Luma has this slow and almost melancholy music box sound that accompanies Rosalina's storybook so nicely. A storybook with no real happy ending, a lonely story, with no real incentive for the player to keep coming back besides just seeing it through.
That's all.
And then there's the second version of Lumino's family. In terms of ending the game, it's nothing short of perfect. A beautiful rendition of Luma, but with a grand piano behind it, to remind the player of the beauty that greeted them, and a bittersweet way of saying goodbye. No other instruments are present in this song besides the piano. No one likes goodbyes, but at least it's an experience to remember. But the things with these songs that make them so special is that they just make me feel young again. A dumb little kid who doesn't understand the concept of a finite existence, of an expanding universe, of life after death. I'm just sitting in front of my screen, captivated by the colors and the wonders the game offers me. And listening to those songs now just helped me remember that. It's the reason why I made this song my outro. Playing it on my guitar calms me down and helps reaffirm my love of music, and why I want to pursue that as a career. Such emotion conveyed by one instrument and from a funny Wahoo Man game no less is just silly. But I couldn't imagine a world without it. Yeah, they got a little real, I'm just a master of reading the room, ain't I? But I don't know. I had this idea pop in my head and felt compelled to get this shit done. If anything, it's a way of giving myself a reason to understand the emotions I feel when thinking of this game or listening to the music. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. But funny fart sounds and fart thuds are coming in the War of 1812 vid. I'll fucking see ya when I see ya.
Bye-bye!